This week on TGC News, a new Banshee from CMMG, HK brings a new SP5, Proof has a light bolt gun, and much, much more. TacPack is an enthusiast subscription service that is focused on bringing you the stuff you need straight to your door on a monthly basis. Every month is different, and you can be met with gun parts, accessories, cleaning gear, or even some bigger and cooler shenanigans. And because you're subscribed to TGC, if you use the code TGCBAG over at TacPack.com, you'll get a free grab bag with your next order. Welcome back to another episode of TGC News, the only gun news show that covers things you actually care about. My name is Jon Patton. We have an absolute boatload of stuff to cover, so Izzy, please do me a favor and fire up the minigun. We're going to have to rapid fire everything this week just to get it all in. We'll kick it off with some new guns. First up this week, CMMG has expanded their lineup of radial delayed blowback Banshee pistol caliber SBR pistol things with the addition of the Mark 17. What's special about this one, you say? Well, instead of Glock or Beretta or some other mags, this one happens to take P320 magazines. With the massive popularity of the P320, this makes a lot of sense. Pricing on this ranges from $1,200 for the why would anyone buy this version up to $1,550 for their top-of-the-line version. I'm curious how many of you like having two different guns that use the same pistol mags, sort of like a P320 and one of these. What do you think about that combo? Next up this week, HK has also expanded their line with a new version of the SP5 called the SP5K PDW. Not to be confused with the SP5K that was released a few years back and was lacking the feel of a real MP5. This one is essentially a smaller version of the SP5 that we reviewed not that long ago and loved. Long story short, it's got a 5.83-inch barrel, flat back end, and everything in between is basically the same as the SP5. The MSRP on this one is $27.99. Rolling right along, Ruger has announced a special edition of the 1022. It's called the 4th edition Ruger Collector Series Vote 2020 1022. And basically, it's covered in the American flag, comes with a special street sign, unique decal, and a gift card for their online shop. It's also got a pick rail and a threaded muzzle, which is cool. I'm not sure if any other brands could pull this off, but Ruger is basically creating a collector's market around the same gun they've been selling for decades, and that's pretty interesting. MSRP for this one is $369. Also in new gun news, Proof Research has announced a new bolt-action rifle that falls into the big-time want category for me. It's called the Conviction TI, and they say it's a lightweight precision tactical rifle. Long story shorter, it's a titanium action combined with their carbon fiber wrapped barrel and a carbon fiber stock. The weight comes in on the low end at 6 pounds 6 ounces. For reference, a Ruger precision rifle weighs about 4 pounds more than that. It comes in 10 different calibers and pricing starts at a ripe $8,499. I'll let you guys let me know in the comments if you think you'd buy one. Sig Sauer says they are finally shipping cross rifles. I know that has come up a bunch in the comments, so there you go. Also in new product news is one from a company called Viridian, which is best known for their visible laser accessories. Well, now they've got an industry first. It's called the HS1, and essentially, it's the first hand stop with a laser integrated right into it. I'll leave it up to guys like Aaron Cowan and John Lovell on whether or not this is a good idea, but seeing an innovation like this one has the potential to bring forth some really cool ideas. Pricing on the HS1 is $179. We covered a bunch of stuff here, and I'm really eager to hear what you guys have to say about all this. Sound off in the comments with your favorite thing that we've covered so far. Izzy, keep the minigun spun up because the news isn't stopping. It's time for some industry news, folks. First, let's hit a recall from Henry Repeating Arms. The recall is specifically for their single-shot rifles and shotguns. The issue they found is that in some instances, if the hammer is partially cocked and released, the gun could discharge without the trigger being pulled. They're offering to fix that as well as upgrade the trigger guard, hammer, and hammer spring for something they say is unrelated. In other industry news, Federal has been awarded a contract from the U.S. Army to make their next-gen ammunition, specifically 7.62 by 51 NATO. This ammo is interesting because the casings are made not from brass, but a specialized alloy, whatever that is, which is designed to allow higher chamber pressures and reduce overall cartridge weight. No word yet on how much ammo or the value of that contract. Moving along still, Trijicon is suing Holosun. According to the lawsuit, Holosun is infringing on Trijicon's patent by making, using, offering to sell, selling, and or importing red dot sights. The patent being referenced is really vague and is essentially covering a small red dot sight with a shape similar to the RMR. I'm not sure how anyone else deals with this because Holosun's absolutely not the only company doing this, but I suppose time will tell. Ruger has announced their second quarter earnings, and as you may have guessed, they're up. The net sales were reported as $130.3 million as compared to the $96.3 million last year during the Trump slump. 96.3 million during a bad year. That's an increase of over 35%. They also reported 6-month earnings ending June 27, 2020 as $253.9 million, which is almost a 21% gain over the $210.4 million from last year during the same time period. I think the Q3 earnings will be a huge increase as well, so we'll have to circle back when they release that info. And rounding out our industry news, Fiocchi has announced that they are going to be expanding their operations here in the States with a new plant in Little Rock, Arkansas. This is in addition to their plant in Ozark, Missouri. The new plant will bring along 85 jobs and hopefully give Fiocchi a better position to bring ammo costs down from nearly 50 cents a round for 9mm. They didn't say that last part. I'm just hoping. Vertex makes some of the best EDC bags and gear around. Whether you're looking for a backpack, a messenger bag, or maybe something for your pup. They've got features like a rapid access weapon compartment, padded backing, a hot pull tab for quick access to the main compartment, and much, much more. Oh, and did I mention their jeans make my legs look better? Seriously, I can do so many high kicks in these. And guys, if you want to get a huge discount, head over to Vertex, that's VERTX.com, and use our code TGC to get a whopping 25% off everything. Go do it. It's time now for Friendly Fire, the segment where I answer questions from our loyal Subscribe Star supporters. Hit the link below to learn more about how you can support TGC directly. First up, Wop C says, what is your favorite non-tactical semi-auto rifle? Right now, the answer is easily the Ruger 44 carbine. I'm actually working with an industry friend on making a new stock for mine since I haven't been able to shoot it yet. I got it with a broken stock. Here it is in the prototype stock. We're working on figuring out exactly what this stock needs to be and where the features need to lie, but here it is. I am really excited. It looks like a 1022 and shoots 44 freaking Magnum. I've shot one before, and they are an absolute riot to shoot. 44 mag, semi-auto, yes please. B-Man1221 says, is 10mm the new 45 ACP? No, 45 wishes it has the balls that 10mm has. And Ghost says, have you ever had any close calls at the range? Yes, absolutely. There's probably more than I can remember. I've been muzzled with loaded guns, had negligent discharges happen near me. I've seen guys blow up their guns with hand loads. I've unfortunately seen a lot of wacky stuff. However, if you want to know about being muzzled, go work behind a gun store counter. It happens every day, all day to those guys. My friendly fire question to you guys. I've seen a lot of folks upset about the price of ammo right now. Does that make you consider reloading, or are you confident that this too shall pass? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to ask a friendly fire question, jump over to Subscribe Star and support us directly over there. That is it for this week's show. I would love it if you guys hit the like button. That would be huge. It feeds the algorithm, lets me know what you're thinking. If you think we've earned it, get subscribed as well. Hit that notification bell. Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
As always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. Yep, it's over, but don't worry, you can click on the video up top to watch last week's show, and the one below that is the one that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Check them out and let me know what you think.